Hello everyone. My name is Noah James Gonzalez. Friends and families call me Nonong Gonzalez, a name given to me by my grandpa which I like, and a name which established my identity. I invite you, together with my mom Angelia, Grandma Nancy, Tita Gian, and my grandpa Jimmy, to come travel with me as I journey around the world to see the beautiful places, its people and culture, and taste its native delicacies. Casa Batilo is a building in the center of Barcelona. It was designed by Antoni Gaudí and is considered one of his masterpieces. A remodel of a previously built house, it was redesigned in 1904 by Gaudí and has been refurbished several times after that. Gaudí's assistant Dominic Sagranes, Gras Josep Canaleta, and Juan Rubio also contributed to the renovation project. The local name for the building is Casa dels Ossos, or House of Bones, as it has a visceral, skeletal, organic quality. It is located on the Passeig de Gracia in the Eixample district and forms part of a row of houses known as the Ela de la Discordia or Manzana de la Discordia, the Block of Discord, which consists of four buildings by noted Modernista architects of Barcelona. Like everything Gaudi designed, Casa Batlló is only identifiable as Modernisme or Art Nouveau, the broadest sense. The ground floor in particular has unusual tracery, irregular oval, windows and flowing sculpted stonework. There are few straight lines and much of the facade is decorated with a colorful mosaic made of broken ceramic tiles. The roof is arched and was likened to the back of a dragon or dinosaur. A common theory about the building is that the rounded feature to the left of a center, terminating at the top in a turret and a cross, represents the lands of Saint George, patron saint of Catalonia, the Gaudí's home, which has been plunged into the back of the dragon. Passeig de Gracia is one of the major avenues in Barcelona and one of its most important shopping and business areas, containing several of the city's most celebrated pieces of architecture. It is located in the central part of Eixample, stretching from Placa Catalunya to Carrer Gran de Gracia. Passeig de Gracia is regarded as the most expensive street in Barcelona and in Spain. In 1906, the architect Pere Pauques ERP designed the avenue's now famous ornate benches and streetlights. By the time it had become Barcelona's most fashionable street, with buildings designed by Modernista, Art Nouveau architects of fame, such as Antoni Gaudí, Pere Falques, Josep Puig i Cadafalch, Louis Dominic, Montaner, Enric Sagnifred, and Josep Belseca. The government of the Basque Country was based in Passeig de Gracia, 60 during the Spanish Civil War. The Catalan poet Salvador Espriu resided in Casa Poster and Passeig de Gracia. Passeig de Gracia is without doubt Barcelona's most famous and elegant shopping street. This is where the Barcelona flagship stores of many global fashion designer brands can be found. You can also find excellent restaurants in some of Barcelona's best hotels on Passeig de Gracia. Passeig de Gracia is also generally thought to be the most expensive street in Barcelona and perhaps even in Spain in terms of real estate. The street name is Passeig de Gracia in Catalan and Paseo de Gracia in Spanish and means the Gracia Passage. It got the name because it was the path through fields that had went from the walled city of Barcelona to the village of Gracia. Gracia was until 1897 a separate village from Barcelona, which was located a little way to the west of the medieval walled city of Barcelona. Before the name Passeig de Gracia, the path was called Camí de Jesús, meaning Jesus' path. That name originated from a convent called Jesus, which used to be on what is now the junction of streets Passeig de Gracia and Arago. This Jesus convent is long gone, like many convents and monasteries in big Spanish cities. Many of them were expropriated or sold to make way for city dwellings during the Industrial Revolution. From 1843, Barcelona began to demolish the medieval Barcelona city walls and started an expansion of the city into what has now become the Eixample district, which means the extension. Over time, all the blocks in the Eixample were built on and Barcelona engulfed the entire village of Gracia. And in 1887, Gracia was formally annexed by the city, which now surrounds the city, the old village. Some parts of Eixample are rather well-to-do neighborhoods, especially around the central areas such as Passeig de Gracia, Rambla de Catalonia, and the Avinguda Gaudi Sagrada Familia vicinity. But it also contains many decaying buildings inhabited by lonely aged tenants on the verge of poverty, especially in the French areas. It also has a large proportion of immigrant population. As I pause here, I hope you enjoy our ride. Don't forget to watch my next episode and please hit the like button below for it means so much for me. Until next time, thank you so much. Special thanks to Julius Manalo and Erica Candelaria.